Number 16.
Queen's Park Rangers or Swindon Town.
Number 26.
Or play Manchester City or Reading.
That's what it was all about, the right to stage a fourth-round tie against either Manchester City or Reading. Queen's Park Rangers and Swindon, both with a reputation for playing the game the way the purists like to see it played. Ray Wilkins and Glenn Hoddle back on the same pitch. It was a mouth-watering prospect. Match commentators Andy Gray and Martin Tyler.
Queen's Park Rangers field the side which put 4 goals past Everton last Monday. Tony Roberts still preferred to Jan Stejskal in goal. Simon Barker in midfield with Andy Impey on the bench. Jerry Francis is still a seller rather than a buyer in the transfer market, but he's determined to hang on to players of the calibre of Les Ferdinand and Andy Sinton.
Yeah, and I don't expect to see any real change in Jerry's formation that he's used most of the season in the Premier League. Solid 4 at the back, 4 in midfield, and obviously Andy Sinton will be the main one to join Ferdinand and Penrice up front.
Swindon's captain Colin Calderwood is suspended, so David Mitchell, the Scottish-born Australian international striker, is switched to play in the centre of the defence. It's a move Swindon have kept under wraps. Mitchell partnering Sean Taylor with Glenn Hoddle, the sweeper, behind them. Another international, Paul Bodin of Wales, returns after an absence of 3 months with injury. Andy Gray is on loan from Spurs, but they don't want him cup-tied, so the place in midfield alongside Mickey Hazard for 20-year-old Kevin Horlock.
Well, most of you will be unfamiliar with Swindon's lineup, but that's what they'll start off tonight. Glenn Hoddle, a genuine sweeper. When they're attacking, they'll look for David Kerslake and Paul Bodin to push forward in the flanks to make a 4 in midfield. 2 up top in White and Maskell, but it's the number 10, Martin Ling, who may cause Queen's Park Rangers most problems. And you mentioned David Mitchell, Martin. I'm going to be fascinated just to see how he copes with a man who's troubled most genuine centre-halves in the Premier League this season.
There's absolutely no accusation of regional bias in the choice of officials. West London against Wiltshire in the hands of the referee from Whitley Bay up in the northeast, Ken Redfern. And his first duty now, having supervised the toss-up, is to organise a minute's silence here in memory of Ted Croker, who served football so wholeheartedly in his time as Secretary of the Football Association.
Players in both teams and observe a 1-minute silence for the former Secretary of the Football Association, Mr. Ted Croker.
Well, this is just the type of match Ted Croker would have loved. It's only the second time in the 11 years since Rangers got to the final that they've been drawn at home in the 3rd round. And now they know that they'll be back here again against Manchester City or Reading if they win tonight. Swindon, very short of match practice. They completed only 2 games in December, losing 4-2 both times to Derby and to Leicester. The Premier League team kick-off, 7th in the top division. Swindon Town, whose sophisticated players won them so many friends, hasn't won them quite as many points as Glenn Hoddle would have hoped in Division 1. But one would think that within the game they'd be a team to avoid in the FA Cup. A dangerous floater. Clive Wilson with the cross. And Dave Mitchell's first intervention there. Here's Wilkins. Alan MacDonald has come up for the corner, you'd expect that. Darren Peacock is there as well. They're all coming from deep. It's misjudged by Taylor that time. Help from Steve White. Back from Holloway. Ferdinand is free. Ferdinand scores! And the Premier League team have a sharper cutting edge here. Through Les Ferdinand, it's 1-0 to Rangers.
Perhaps this is why they've conceded a lot of goals, Martin. The marking is not good at all. And Ferdinand already tonight has shown us his power in the air. Taylor's too late with his challenge, and Ferdinand basically has a free header. He goes up unchallenged, Taylor's too late, and that's all over for them.
It's galling for Glenn Hoddle and his players, with the opportunities that have gone away at the other end of the ground. The first real one for Ferdinand, and it's in the corner of the net. His 10th goal of the season, and all of them have come here at Rangers Stadium. Well, Jerry Francis, who really is a guru to these Queen's Park Rangers players, and Ferdinand in particular has responded to the type of individual man management that he's been receiving under this regime.
Well, he'll be quite happy to receive a knock when he knows he's jogging back to the centre circle, and he's just given his team a very valuable lead.
We're halfway through the first half, and the match very much as predicted. Entertaining ebb and flow, emphasis on passing the ball precisely, but Hoddle's touch lets him down there. Penrice, and Hammond has lost it, and Gary Penrice very nearly pounced to pick up the pieces, and Swindon could have been sunk there in 2 goals inside 2 minutes.
Super little move all round, and this is a great ball in, right into that area of uncertainty. Penrice thinks he's scored. I think he hits Les Ferdinand with it.
Mitchell got to that one. Wilson, it's a deep one. By Taylor, on but not out of harm's way. Ferdinand again! It's 2-0 now.
Well, again, it's the marking from across that has let Swindon down. And he really is happy. You watch him attack this ball at number 9. Mitchell thinks he's won it. Ferdinand's having none of it. Dives in front of him. And that's a great finish from the striker.
And what's happened in the 2 penalty areas has really shown the difference in divisions. Queen's Park Rangers absolutely ruthless with their 2 chances. And you can't say the same about Swindon Town. It could have been 2-0 the other way.
Well, the First Division side have really got to dig deep now. They really have.
Ferdinand is frightening the life out of them. It's Sinton going in for the kill this time. Well defended by David Kerslake.
Every time a ball comes across the face of the goal, they don't look happy at all. Swindon at the back.
Out the corner, which Sinton will take. Ferdinand wondering whether he might get another header, but it's Peacock who couldn't get there. McDonald shoots, and Hammond smothers it away by the near post very adroitly indeed.
Well, again, the defending isn't great, and they're in all sorts of trouble. Peacock goes in and makes the ball go through. That's good footwork from a big centre-back, but good goalkeeping from Nicky Hammond.
Taylor got to that, back from Holloway. Penrice, and it's found a way past has to dive, and everything is going in for Queen's Park Rangers. It's Gary Penrice's turn now to leave a dejected Nicky Hammond.
What a 6 or 7 minutes this has been for Queen's Park Rangers. Good control here from Gary Penrice, but he really shouldn't be allowed to turn as easily as that and find the corner. Nicky Hammond will be furious with his defenders. Again, it's a cross ball that they don't defend. They can't clear the lines. 2 touches there from Penrice, and the third is emphatic.
Well, Glenn Hoddle, one of 3 6-footers in the centre of the defence.